So today we're going to talk about cannibalism. La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's world! No Elmo, you're not supposed to be here. This is a very serious topic. La 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's world! Today, June 12, is National Loving Day. And what better way to celebrate than to talk about the act of consuming another individual of the same species as food, known as cannibalism. I'm sure we can all agree that this thing is kinda gross. I mean, I'm sure none of you watching have the desire to eat me, at least not without ketchup. But in the animal world, this is a pretty common behavior. Hamsters have been known to eat each other, pigs, and even ladybugs. I'm sorry for ruining the wonderful childhood memories that you have of watching Miraculous Ladybug, but this girl, she eats ladybugs. So, since cannibalism is an ordinary thing in our real-life animal kingdom, it shouldn't come as much of a surprise that it's also pretty common in the Monster Hunter world. What do you get if you give a pickle some dragon breath? That's right, you get Deviljo, the most notable cannibalistic monster. This thing is like the star-nosed mole, always hungry and very ugly. It eats anything that crosses its sight, including elder dragons, other Deviljo, and it's so crazy that if a hunter cuts its tail off, it will even eat its own tail. Nothing goes to waste when there's a pickle around, am I right? But seriously, Deviljo, what the heck is wrong with your taste buds? That doesn't look tasty at all, right Billy? Actually, I'd give it a try. Moving on, Astalos. It used to be my favorite member of the Fated Four until I found something disturbing about it. Even more disturbing than the fact that the only part of your reflection you can lick is your tongue. This species sometimes eats its own young, by accident, because they mistake their little tiny Astalos babies for Neopteron, which are those small insect monsters like Vespoid. If you think that your baby is actually a Vespoid, I guess that's understandable if you have terrible eyesight. But doesn't it taste and smell different? I just don't understand how you can make a mistake like that. Nevertheless, one thing is certain. Someone needs to quickly buy Astalos some glasses. Preferably those SpongeBob ones that my parents will hopefully buy me for my birthday. Next, we have Plesioth. Yes! The legendary monster! Go away, Billy! So, the way female Plesioth gives life to new baby Plesioth is it produces eggs, which hatch inside its body, and just like some sharks, the offspring will eat their siblings within the womb, even if some of them haven't hatched yet, which isn't really a fair fight if you ask me. So, if you ever fight a female Plesioth, just remember that there is probably a couple other smaller Plesioth inside its tummy, fighting each other. And if you kill it, then you theoretically killed like 5 other Plesioth, which doesn't sound too bad. Kill one Plesioth and 5 of them die? Nice. Obviously I'm kidding, never kill baby monsters, they're very cute. But then I guess we'll have to never kill female monsters because they could have babies inside their womb. Oh man, I'm in a pickle, I've never thought about that. Speaking of female monsters, there is one that is way too controlling of its male counterpart. The Seltas Queen. This she-devil, this bellyache of a monster, has an organ in its tail that produces pheromones that'll send the Seltas flying to her exact location. And once the foolish Seltas gets close, she grabs him and injects a special substance that puts the male under her complete control, which she can then use for food, protection, sexy time, anything really. Seltas becomes the ultimate simp. I guess you could say he got injected with a simpness disease, which unfortunately gave him a bunch of symptoms. I don't want this video to be too long, so I can't wait for you to stop laughing at that joke, but if you need some time to calm down, go ahead and pause the video. Up next is a monster from Monster Hunter Frontier, Anorupatisu. These guys are extremely ferocious and can fight really well in any habitat, on land, in the sea, and even in the air. They have such a mean attitude that they attack anything they see, including members of their own species. This is what caused those white scars that they have on their body. I'm not gonna lie, after talking about monsters that eat their babies by accident and babies that eat each other not by accident, Anorupatisu doesn't seem very interesting. He's just an angry boy. But at least he's not an angry snowman, because you know what happens to angry snowmen when the sun comes out? They get a total meltdown. And I can't end the video without mentioning some cannibalistic small monsters. We've got Remobra, which are scavengers, so it makes sense for them to eat the corpse of other Remobra. And the Yopray, which, well, have the word prey in its name, so they obviously prey on each other. GameXNations is the best channel in the world.